Hi, this is your girl Wilma Young on my YouTube channel, aka Foxy Wilma. And you can also find me on my Facebook page at Foxy Wilma. And you can also follow me on my Instagram page at Foxy Wilma 33. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because something came to my attention yesterday at my workplace and everything. And I'm going to say this right off the bat. It's just the grace of God that I was in the right place at the right time at this particular moment on this particular day and everything. Because if I wasn't, I would have never found out about this and everything. So this is how this story happened. I was looking for my day sort, my manager, my day sort manager and everything. And at this particular time, he wasn't in the area, so I went to the training room at the workplace that I work at, and saw my Twilight manager. So I went in there and was gonna voice my concerns about a coworker who was constantly walking off and not really keeping up with the pace that I was doing and everything, because she was impeding me from continuing to do my job. So I went in there to talk to this manager about my complaint and everything. And when I walked in there, I noticed that he was looking at an employee's folder and everything. And apparently at my workplace back in the day, they started folders for all the employees and everything. So basically in this folder, it's got your information and stuff, and they took a picture of you and everything. And so he tells me, he asked me if I wanted to see a shocking photo of this person back in 1997. And I was like, okay, whatever and everything. So he showed it to me and stuff, and I was like, okay, whatever. That's how I was thinking at that moment. But then he goes on to say that my photo is even shocking. When he says that to me, I'm thinking to myself, what is he talking about? Because when I got hired in 2006, I don't even remember taking a picture and everything. And apparently they took a picture and everything. So he goes in the back where this little room is, and apparently that's where they had the folders and stuff like that. And he comes back and he shows me my folder with the picture that was taken of me in December 2006. And this is the picture in question. This picture right here. Okay, I clearly forgot about that and everything. But see, the thing is, this picture in someone's hands that has it out for me could be really explosive. It could be like dynamite just going off and everything. So he says that this picture right here is more shocking than the previous one, which of course it is and everything, because I'm a transsexual individual and everything. And the thing that upsetted me about this whole picture is that one, that folder was not updated, so the manager already knew what my former name was and everything before even saying anything about him and everything. And so I started connect the dots and everything, because months ago he had made a comment to me that he knows that I have a story. And at first I was like, what in the hell is he talking about? Is he going on a fishing expedition and everything? And this was months ago, and I was like, well, Lord, I'm getting a hint that he might sense the T in me, but I'm not really sure. But I'm not gonna open up that Pandora's box because I'm at work, place of business, and I'm not trying to let these people know my personal business and anything like that, because it ain't none of their goddamn business and everything. So what upsetted me about this whole folder yesterday is that the shit wasn't updated. It had that former name on it and everything. And I also noticed what was in the folder is that when I was diagnosed with carpal tunnel or whatever, and I saw my my doctor that I have now, whatever, it had my updated name in it. But the shit in the folder, the rest of the shit in the folder wasn't even updated. It didn't even say my name, Charlene. It said a former name. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, what the hell? So So he asked me like, you know, would I like the photo? I was like, hell yeah, I want that motherfucking photo. I don't want no one having that shit and everything because that's not that's not me. That's not me and anything. So best believe me, I got that folder. And I told him, I was like, well, can you update the name on this folder like right now? And so he did it and everything. But what that tells me is that when I started my transition years ago, someone had dropped a motherfucking ball and everything because that shit on me should have been updated and everything. Because like when I legally changed my name, they updated my name on their system, the clock in system, my pay stub, and all that mess. But they didn't update that folder. They didn't update that folder, which is a problem, straight up problem and everything. Because that information in the wrong hands could just blow up in my face. And the last thing I need is people at that workplace already looking at me funny from what they're looking at me right now because I'm like a buff chick and everything, and I'm in shape and my physique is like on point and everything. So I already got people staring at me. I don't need more people staring at me because they know my truth and everything. Because that shit is the shit that I want to keep out of that workplace and everything. Because I just want to go to that job, do my motherfucking job, and go home. Go home. So I'm like, dang, I said, thank you, Jesus, yesterday when I found this out. I said, thank you, Jesus. I was just happened to be in the right place at the right time at a particular day and everything. So thank you, Jesus. So word of advice. When you go through your transition, your changes, and you legally change your name and everything like that, you make sure you make sure due diligence is done. You make sure like anything that got your name on it at the workplace or anything like that, that shit is updated and no one had that old information on you and everything. Because that in the wrong hands could blow up in your face. So if anyone has any comments or anything like that, just leave the comments and then I'll respond to them and anything. So, in closing, everyone have a good day. Love ya. Bye.